stop clicking on it so the blog stop getting the views on the stuff. As far as the people, y'all stop looking at it. Stop feasting on it because y'all only did encouraging and pushing them to persist in this. Inboxed me and told me that I should speak on Blueface and Chrisean, or Chrisean. I don't even really know how to say her name. And I was like, why? Why should I talk about these people? And they were like, just go look at it and see what they got going on. So I was like, okay, I'll go check it out. Like, that's why I put it out there. Hey, suggest different topics and stuff, because here at Such Radio, we talk about stuff. So that's why I was like, all right, what do y'all want to hear us speak on here? And that was one of the ones that came up. And so I didn't really know too much about them or their situation. But once I looked at it, I was like, good Lord, that's tragic. That's scary, to where it's very, very toxic, according to my standards, because anybody that knows me knows I would say, hey, live and let live. It's okay. It's a lot of places we go with this. For starters, I feel like it's wrong. That's not how I would live. That's not how I would treat a woman. That's not how I would do. I would not be in that toxic environment, and I would not have my sons there. I would not have my daughter there. But if that's how those two grown adults choose to live, then we gotta let them make that choice, to where that's on them. But I will say this. The OGs have failed Blueface, to where the older guys in the rap game, the older dudes in his game, the older men that are mentors in his life, if they have not pulled that man up and told him, hey, you don't need to be doing this, you need to be correcting this. The older women in Chrisean's life have failed her and not pulling her up and say, hey, get away from this situation, and so on and so forth. I feel like probably somebody has. So I would say they're choosing to continue to persist in this. But then I would say the bloggers, and the way I was able to go and find all this information so quick, the bloggers, y'all done failed. Y'all publicizing this. Y'all just steadily feeding it out here and allowing people to see this, to where, it's so many multiple videos and all this different stuff. It's a whole bunch of toxicity. And y'all are promoting it. Y'all are pushing it on the people. But I would also say, people, y'all are feeding into it. Y'all clicking on it. Y'all looking at it. So to where that's if those two people are choosing to live like that, like I said, I wouldn't choose to live like that. I openly want to condemn it and be like, all right, it's wrong. It is wrong. That's a real toxic relationship. And now it seems like a baby is being brought into it if what I read was correct. That's bad. That's bad all the way around. But they grown. I saw somewhere where the girl daddy stepped in, her family stepped in, everything and stuff. So it seemed like there was an intervention that tried to happen. But they still choosing to be together. So that's on them at this point. But now, to where live and let live. Everybody know it's wrong. Ain't nobody gonna have no parts of it. All right, cool. But now stop putting it out here in front of folks. Stop putting it out here in front of people to digest and everything. If they gonna live, let them have their little corner of the world where they think that's right and where they think it's cool and where they think it's acceptable. Let them stay over there with it. And to where, stop clicking on it so the blog stop getting the views on the stuff. As far as the people, y'all stop looking at it. Stop feasting on it because y'all only did encouraging and pushing them to persist in this. So that's my views on it. I don't know if that's what y'all were asking for when y'all inboxed me and told me to talk about it, but that's what I got from it. It's a toxic situation. It's bad. I wouldn't live like this. I don't want nobody to live like this. And I would ask that anybody that knows somebody that's in that situation, hey, domestic abuse is real and it can lead down to a very, very bad path. Pull your people out of it. And if you are not able to pull your people out of it, at the very least, don't do the stuff that's going to promote it. Don't push it. Don't share stuff like that on social media. Don't spread the post. Don't continue to talk about it and all type of stuff like that, because they're only, like I said, it only pushes it farther, and it only allows a person to stay in that situation even farther.